help if all the decals was in proper working order. There's no turning back now, guys. Let's get a little in-cab perspective of slinging some fertilizer, guys. We're down here in the bottom. there's 42 acres in this bottom. It's 90 acres total. I done spread the hill. This is where we took the planter and planted the cover crop. You can tell we've sprayed and killed it. We'll come in here and probably hit it with the scratcher do-all. Got a little drain here we got to cross. We'll downshift. Now we'll upshift. Spreading a combination of DAP, potash, and ammonium sulfate. We'll be going to corn here. Won't be long before we plant that corn. I'm feeling the itch. Today is March the 24th. scooting on across here, spreading 40 foot, 7 mile an hour. I'm thinking about shifting up another gear. I could adjust the throttle to get some more speed, but this is a PTO driven fertilizer spreader, and I got my fans running at the speed they need to be running, so I really need to leave the throttle alone. But like I said, we're spreading 40 foot wide, 7 miles an hour. There's really all that is to be told about that. The reason I'm spreading my own fertilizers just to save money. Save about $8.50 an acre. I gave $250 for this fertilizer spreader. Co-op was going to scrap it, and it really ain't that bad of an old spreader. It's, knock on wood, hadn't gave me any trouble yet this morning. I've already paid for itself in saving on application fees. Didn't have to spread but 30 acres to pay for it. Got some more drains coming up here. We've got them smooth enough that they don't hurt anymore. When we first put them in, you had to slow down a little bit. You can tell there that little dark spot, that drain runs through it. Tilling some corn stalks out here on my, well, this is my rented farm. My farm's right over there, it's next on the list. Just running these corn stalks down. Gonna plant some beans here. I don't know when, but we're going to. Alright, like I said, we're out here knocking down some stalks. Got our Greenstar 2600 and ATU installed. Like I said, we're going to plant some beans here. It is Tuesday, March the 24th, and everybody is rolling. Well, some are rolling and some are scratching their heads wondering if they should be rolling. And we're the ones sitting there scratching our heads wondering if we should be rolling. But, I mean, the ground's dry. I mean, it's working up really nice. I ran the dew wall this morning on some ground that Dylan gripped and turbo tilled, and it worked up beautifully. And but we're just trying to decide what we want to do, because the weather's been doing a lot of fluctuating. It'll get hot and cold, and I'll tell you more about it whenever we turn around. So last Saturday we was out spraying burn down run, and it was in the mid 80s, sweating, beautiful. Sunday was beautiful. Monday we was out there with coats and hoodies. So
Being early don't bother us none, but it's that fluctuation of cold, you know, like it's in the mid 60s today, gonna be in the mid 70s tomorrow, and then by Friday it's gonna be, no, Thursday's gonna be in the close to the mid 80s, and then we're getting chances of rain Friday, and temperatures are gonna go down again. So I think that fluctuation in temperature has got me scared more than anything. And then also last year we jumped out. Everybody did. Had a pretty last week of March. Everybody jumped out there and planted. Some guys, our neighbor, he had 600 acres of corn in the ground. And then we got a 4-inch monsoon. I like running the planter, but I don't like running it twice. But a lot of the bigger guys are rolling. I think some of the medium-sized guys are just kind of dabbling, I guess just to scratch the itch. But we may stick some beans in the ground tomorrow. I don't know. We ain't gonna go gung ho. We're just gonna scratch the itch. But talked to some really good neighbors, some really good farmers, and we asked them what they was going to do, and they said they was going to wait. And if anybody should know, they should know. So, but they're really good farmers. But like I said, we may just get the planter out, scratch the itch, and see what happens after this rain. Like I said, it's just the last week of March, and got this ATU 300 and 2600 in here, and really liking it so far. That True Tandem's doing a good job, doing what I wanted to, bringing up some loose dirt and burying my stalks. This auto plant is very nice. I noticed on this one, compared to the ATU on the 4650, you can kind of get back halfway on your line there and on the 4650, and it'll gently guide it, you know, to the line. This one, you kind of got to be dead on the line, or you know, semi close to the line, or it has a hard time. But it's a lot better than the old Trimble we had in here. You get near a tree with the old Trimble 250, and it was going to lose signal. And I don't think it was the 250's fault. We just had a kind of old standard AG15 antenna on it. If we had the better antenna on it, it would probably do a lot better job of, you know. But we bought this from our old boss, bought the 4600, the ATU, and then we got a 3000 up on the roof here. But it is doing a pretty job. I am very pleased. Gonna give this a couple of days to let it settle down, and it ought to plant beautifully, I would think. We really love this True Tandem. I love it. So Dylan's out spreading fertilizer today. He done spread 90 there and behind our aunt's house, and then he got moved to our new farm, or the new farm, which is 150 acres, and he got started on it. I think he's got about 90 acres on the truck, and he's done pulled out a bit. So our co-op man, we said we was going to spread our own fertilizer. He said, well, I got a spare truck, come get it and treat it like you want. So Dylan's been hauling his own fertilizer, spreading it. Probably, like I said, he done spread 100 acres. Right, yeah, 90. There's 90 in behind our aunt's house, 8 on his farm. Like I said, moving to his, our old boss's farm that we rented this year. And so he's making pretty good progress. So, I think we got $250 for that buggy. I had to spend I forgot how much the tube was. I had to fix the tires, so we probably got about $300 in that buggy, and it's probably done paid for itself by now. So pretty good investment. I don't know if we're gonna spread all of it, but all this around here at the house, as long as we got the time, we'll spread it ourselves. And I think Dylan's rather enjoying it. I think he's having a ball. But it's turned into a pretty day. Spring, I guess you can say spring has sprung. I like spring as long as it goes good, but there are some springs that go pretty dang big. I like spring as long as we don't have to do it twice. But out here doing our thing. This farm I got rented, it's hard to get wrangled. This big tractor, and then you got the crazy train behind it. It's hard to get it wrangled around some spots. But Big Mama doing her job. Well, a fairly nice day. Kind of went to crap in a hurry not long after I got done talking to you guys. That happened. I was turning around here and noticed oil spraying up on my window and smoke coming out from underneath it from where that oil got on the engine. But right here, where is she? Right there. I don't know what that little hose does, but she pumped some oil. It was a mess coming out through underneath there, and I just hope that it's the only one. That was the only one I seen. I mean, you clearly couldn't see anything because it was blowing so much oil, but I believe that's it. It goes right there where my finger is. Goes into like a T or a cross there on top of the pump, hydraulic pump, and it comes back here and hooks right there where that bottle cap is. I ain't got no light, but as you can see, it's a tight hole, and God bless Dylan Joyce for them angle wrenches right there. They have been a godsend. Speaking of God, the funny thing is, I was gonna finish up this farm here and move to my farm with the nice long grows, and talk to you about Easter, because Easter's coming up on the 5th, Sunday the 5th, and I was gonna share my testimony with y'all and talk to you about Jesus, and then that happened. So I guess the devil was gonna is trying to stop me from sharing my testimony. Believe it or not, I didn't lose my temper at all. I just calmly, I called Mama first, but she has a bad habit of not answering her phone. And I called Daddy, and luckily he had just got home from the sale barn, so thankful for that. He come and picked me up and drove me back to the shop to get the service truck. So it was actually easy to get to, and I just pray that it's the right one. But I'm gonna say either way, that one had to be changed anyway. So get these bags hooked up, my hands cleaned up, and we'll head down the road and see if we can catch Dylan.